Greetings to you wherever you are in this world. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with my daily theology lesson. It's my daily meditation that I'm going to do. I'm recording it and releasing it because maybe somebody out there can get something out of it. Now, it's my meditation, and so I'm just studying it. But if anybody has any comments and has an explanation about whatever it is that I'm going to go over, that'll be great. And as I mentioned before, this is the beginning of this 2024 season, and so I'm going through all the philosophies, all the religions, and I'm going chapter by chapter until I get to the end, and I'm not going to miss any chapters. So I just, I hope that you'll come along with me on this experience, okay? So it's a rotation today. I said that I wanted to give a shout out to Meta Forest Monastery in California. I won't say exactly where they are. I don't know if they want me to do that, but they're in California, and they donated a couple of Buddhists. It's Buddhists. They're Buddhists. Text to start with. So what I'm doing is I'm going through the shape of suffering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read up to a certain point, then I'm going to stop. Then I'll pick it back up when it's a rotation for that different philosophy again. Okay, so that's where we're at for right now. Hang on just a second.
Hi everyone, I'm thrilled to say that I'm bringing back
Sorry, everybody. Sorry. I just don't want to. I'm not going to redo the tape. Once this is just my meditation, so I had to do what I had to do for a second. So anyway, I'm a real person. I don't care about all the extra everything else. Okay, so I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so what we're doing right now, we're just dealing with the introduction, and I'm gonna read everything so that we can get an understanding of it together as I read through this. Okay, so I'm gonna start off on where I ended up on page 4 of the introduction, and then it's the third section. It talks about consciousness at the 6th media: the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and intellect. Name and form. Number 4. Name and form. Mental and physical phenomena. Mental phenomena include feeling, perception, intuition, contact, and attention. That's what I'm working on now. I wish I would have understood and believed in it when I was younger. I would have bypassed a whole lot of conflict. Physical phenomena include the 4 great elements, the properties constituting the kinetic sense of the body, and any physical phenomenon derived from them. Earth, solidity, water, liquidity, wind, energy, and motion, and fire, warmth. Excuse my allergies of all times. I use all of my senses when I need to. I don't try to use them all of them if I don't need to. But I've had to do some things. But I try, some things you don't, when you know that you have the ability to do certain things, you don't just overdo it. The 6 internal sense media: the eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, and intellect. Contact at the 6 media. Contact happens when a sense organ meets with a sense object. For example, the eye meets with the form. Conditioning an act of consciousness at the sense organ. The meaning of all 3, the sense organ, the object, and the act of consciousness counts as contact. Feeling based on contact at the 6th sense media. Number 7. Craving. Number 8. Craving for objects of 6th sense media. The craving can focus on any of the 6th sense media. 6 as a number 6, and sense as in senses, like your senses, okay? Media. It can take any of 3 forms. Sensuality cravings. Craving for sensual plans and resolves. Okay? Sensuality, okay? That's A. B. Becoming craving. Craving to assume an identity in a world of experience. And C. Non-becoming craving. Craving for the end of an identity in a world of experience. This is deep. I love it. Clinging. Passion and delight. Focused on 5 aggregates of form. Feeling, perception, fabrication, and consciousness. This clinging can take any of the 4 forms. Clinging, clinging to me is, so before I go any further, it's like, that's an up in the air emotion, feeling right there, emotion. I don't know. It's okay a little, but I don't know. Sensuality clinging, view clinging, A, sensuality clinging, B, view clinging, C, habit and practice clinging, and D, doctrine of self clinging. You have to work with me. I don't know how to cite this stuff, so I'm missing stuff. I'm hyped up and excited because I'm getting new information, so I don't know how to really read or cite this stuff correctly, so you'll have to forgive me on that, but just work with me. I'm willing to put myself out there to look foolish, okay? So it's okay. 10, becoming on any of 3 levels. A, the level of sensuality, B, the level of form, and C, the level of formlessness. 11, birth, the actual assumption of an identity of any of these 3 levels. So yeah, okay, so that was all, yeah, all of those senses coming together to make the baby or whatever. The aging and death of that identity and its attendant sorrow, lamentation, pain, distress, and despair. That's death. Okay. Is this where I was going to stop at? I'm going to stop. Okay, I'm going to keep going just for a little bit longer. Even a cursory glance over these 12 factors will show 2 of the major ways in which dependent co-arising is an unwielding topic. 1, the factors seem to fit in different contexts, and 2, many of the sub-factors are repeated at seemingly random intervals in the list. In terms of context, some of the factors seem more psychological, referring to events within the mind in the present moment, whereas others seem more cosmological, referring to events over the course of a lifetime and even many lifetimes. And in the centuries after the Buddha's passing, there have been many attempts to make the list less unwieldy by fitting all the factors into a single interpretation as referring either to events occurring right now in yourself or over a course of time in the world. These attempts, though, all miss the point of teaching. Dependent co-arising doesn't fall in the framework either of the world or of itself. Instead, it forms a framework to describe how your senses of the world under the factor of the 6 senses, and it says, and your senses of the self under the factor of clinging arise. That's true. By adopting this scale invariant standpoint, one that stays the same across different scales of space and time, dependent co-arising provides a perspective for getting out the framework of world or self, allowing you to comprehend and avoid the suffering that comes from getting sucked into their terms. So, yeah, I get it. That's why you have to be able to manage your emotions. You got to be able to stay balanced. It's not easy. Sometimes our emotions can get the best of us. Listen, it all works together. Let me just keep on going. I'm almost done for today. There have also been attempts to literally impose a shape on the list as a whole. The shape is a circle, okay? And there are 2 primary ways in which the circle has been described. The first, an idea proposed in medieval India, is as a wheel with the sorrow and etc. of aging and death leading to more ignorance, and so on to another round of suffering and stress. The second circle proposed in medieval China is a circle of mirrors surrounding a lamp, with each mirror reflecting not only the light directly from the lamp, but also the lamp light reflected from other mirrors. There you go. Okay, so that's where we're going to stop today. Okay, I just want you to remember to never lose your hope. Never give it up, Choose God, The bad guys, they sin. The good guys, we sin. We all sin. It's whom you serve,